Remember when I told you about how sugaring is almost like it's down to a science right now. I mean, you've got grifters and hustlers on that side of the fence, like on the sugaring side of the fence, teaching women how to be better hustlers, teaching women how to better finesse, teaching girls to, young or old, to be better at sugaring. It's a coursework. That's what it is. It's you got a teacher and you go there and you take notes and you got to do these things and you got to be on Instagram. You got to be on Seeking Arrangements. You got to be on this, right? Okay, here, how can we better do this? Right? Well, would I be an asshat to say, hey, guys, come on, let me run a workshop. Me and Sterling, we're going to run a workshop and we're going to teach you how to finesse the finessers. Because that's really what the PUA came down to back in the day, although we don't call it that anymore. So game's about finesse the finessers. It's what is it? I forget who told me this. It was I don't know where this quote came from, but it's PUAs pretend to have what women pretend that they don't want. Maybe I'll just take responsibility for that one. PUAs pretend to have what women pretend that they don't want. But what do you want? Where do you want to go with this? What do you want to do with this? What's the right way and what's the wrong way? What about the guy? Okay. Answer, riddle me this, Batman. I've been made aware of at least 2 different incidences of this just recently, and I've heard about this in the past as well. Is like you get a former porn star. Again, Sterling told me this too. It was just recently in San Diego, I believe. And there's an active working porn star who is now the wife of a evangelical pastor or something down in San Diego, I believe it is, San Diego, California. And he's not the first one. Like, I know that I've known of other like youth pastors who've wifed up like ex-porn stars. Now, maybe they're not like, preaching. I had that one guy, Mitchell, I can't remember his first name, but his wife, who was, she wasn't a porn star when she started, but she was a pastor's wife, and she became sort of like this Presbyterian. I can't remember. I know. I forget what religion she was, but anyways, she was teaching, right? She was a pastoress, whatever that is, and she ended up starting an OnlyFans, and she left her kids, and then she got into real hardcore porn after that. But we're going to be forgiving. We're all good. We're all good with that. Well, is that the right way? Is that okay? Well, she's done with that. She used to be a porn star, but now she's done. Now she's found the Lord. Is that okay? Is that better? Is that a better situation than you meeting a girl on a yacht and then discovering that she's on, Seeking Arrangements? Or maybe you found her on Seeking Arrangements and she says, you know what? I'm done with that. I'm really in love with you. I can't believe I even was on that site. I really want to get with you. Is that the right way? Not saying that that's what happened here. I was like, what is circumstance that will make things better or worse in that case? And people say, well, Fresh is telling guys to do this and to do that, and he thinks he's alpha. That's not very alpha. That's beta. He's simping. It would be simping if this were the case. If it turned out that Fresh was like a pay pig for some hot girl on OnlyFans and was like, I really love you. Come on my show. I'll come to my yacht. If that was the case, then yeah, I would have a problem with that. Definitely. And I would say this as well, is that, and I have said in the past, is that paying for, what is it? Poom poom. If you're calling it poom poom, you have a bigger problem than OnlyFans are paying for it, by the way. Just putting that out there. But if you're paying for it, like overtly say, here's $400 out call. How much is it in Vegas? I think an out call is like something like $400 or $500, like escorts, whatever. Is that different? Is that a different situation than going to OnlyFans? Is that a different situation? Oh, paying for it, I mean, on OnlyFans. Is that a different situation than Seeking Arrangements? And as I said, I know a lot of guys who are. And that's just simply the way, maybe that's just the way we do it now. Maybe that's just the shortest distance between point A and point B. Maybe it's maybe Instagram is. What's the right way? What is the alpha way? What would be respectable to get with a girl that you met in a club? She's all over you and she can't keep her hands off of you. and you have validational sex with her and you bang her and everything. And the next morning you find out that, from your best friend, hey man, I found her account on OnlyFans, or hey man, I found her account on Seeking Arrangements. Oh my God. But I didn't find her on Seeking Arrangements. I found her in the club. Maybe she's trying to finesse you. Well, if that's the case, if that's the definition, then aren't all women trying to finesse you? Is not every woman, certainly in Miami, but is not every woman on planet Earth with an opportunistic perspective on what love is, or did my wife not finesse me? Is she not finessing me right now after 25 years? I just said, hey, if I turn into a fat piece of shit and I homeless and, drunk, then she'd have every reason to leave me. Oh my God, Rolo's simping for his wife. Quite the opposite, my friend. If I'm not on my game, if I'm not a hot, quote unquote, high value man, what does that make me? Does that make me a simp? Does it make me blue pill? Or does that mean that I know how the game works? Does that mean I know how intersexual dynamics work? Does that not keep me frosty, right? Does that not keep me motivated and going and or maybe it's just a byproduct of me being ambitious and motivated already. That's why I've talked about this with, who was it? I'll say it was with Rich Cooper, but I've talked about this with guys who are kind of like the success guys. And a lot of people want to say, well, chase excellence and chase success and the girls will show up. And yeah, they should be a byproduct of that. I mean, still, date around and still spin plates, not, chase excellence, whatever that means to you, to the exception of all else, put on blinders, right? And don't think about anything else. Just do whatever your mission is. Women will just show up and you'll live a great life. Oh, there's plenty of rich guys who get finessed. PJ Washington, Brittany Renner. There you go right there. A really good contemporary example of it right there. The great thing I love this is this, was Brittany Renner on Seeking Arrangements? No, but she may as well have been, because she put a whole damn book out about how to finesse guys, more or less. I mean, she didn't title it that. And she's very open about date a dumb jock, date an athlete because they're stupid, take them for what they're worth, have a kid, lock them down, divorce them if you have to, whatever, but do that. Stay hot to the point where you can get a high value guy, consolidate on that, and you're done. Is that how we do it now? Is that the right way? Maybe she's not on Seeking Arrangements. Is Brittany? I don't think she's on OnlyFans, but you know what you're getting into with Brittany Renner. You damn well know what you're getting into. But is that the right? Maybe she did it the right way. All right. Tell me, man.